Hello class, this is me, Mr. C, and today we're going to be drawing the eyes, nose, and lips. The first thing I want to do is I want to draw our line. Now this is our line for symmetry right here. We're going to start with the eyes, then the nose, and now we're going to add the lips. So you've done this before. Let's rush through the eyes and the nose rather quickly. So I'm going to draw a line right here and a line right here. Now this is where my eyes begin. Now right here is my nose, right? So let's say I want my eyes to be about this big. Okay. Now, right here, I'm gonna bring this down, right? And again, I don't have a ruler, so I'm just kind of judging it as I see it. I'm gonna bring this down, and I know in between here and here, I'm gonna have my lips, right about here. So if you wanna do this real quick, you can. Now, let's do this. Let's focus on the eyes and the nose rather quickly because you've already done it. Again, I'm going to turn my papers to this side because it's a lot easier. Let's start off with the eyes. I'm going to bring this over. I'm going to bring this over. Close that. Close that. Remember that these lines keep it a little bit proportionate. Okay. Circle right here. Circle right here. Now I'm just going to leave it right here for now, right? Now let's focus on the nose. Now remember, right here, have my U, okay? Have my U. Now right here, I'm going to bring up the nostril, so that's 1. Now that's 2. Now I'm going to come right below and bring that nostril up. Now my eyebrows are going to be right about here. My eyebrows are going to be right about here. Now, I'm not going to focus on this too much because today I want to focus on the lips. So the first thing I want to do is right here, we're going to start right about here. So right below the nose, it's almost like a diamond shape, right? And do that right now. Now, let's start the first top of the lip. Now, most people, they start with the bottom first, but in my experience, the top is a little bit easier. Now, right here, let's do this. And right here, let's do this. Okay. Now, what I like to do is I have this right now. I'm going to bring this up right here, and I'm going to stop it right about here. Right. Now, working on the bottom lip, I'm going to come right here, and I'm just going to connect this like this. Now, this is very, very light. Now, right now, there's no detail. There's no value. I'm just adding the lines first. Right? Now, there's a reason why my mouth doesn't start here. Now, a lot of people, when they draw eyes, nose, and lips together, it's usually based on a cartoon or how they perceive it. A lot of people draw their lips to be right about here. What this does right here is it keeps everything rather natural and more symmetrical is what we're looking for. So since we're focusing on the mouth today, let's add some value to the lips. So right here, I'm going to add just a little bit of shading and value. And again, start off with your pressure. Lights, well, let's start off with dark first. So dark, and as I let go, it becomes a lot lighter. Now, as I'm working on this, I'm not really going to think, I'm just going to react. I know I want these lips to come out a little bit, so I'm going to start right here. And let's leave this alone for a second. Now let's go to the bottom. Now the bottom is a little bit lighter than the top, at least with this image. So I'm going to start off extremely light right now. And then right here, add a little bit of value. All right, great. Now let's work on the nose. So I'll start right here, a little bit of value. Look, it's all about pressure. I do like a couple of these just to remind myself. So dark, medium, light, right? So I don't want to see a line like this. I don't want to see this. Here are the nostrils. And I don't want to see lines like this. I want to see value. So I'm going to work in some of my value. Shadow right here because the nose is kind of sticking out a little bit. I'm going to come up. Now let's start working on the eyes. So Same thing right here. Now I haven't added any of the eyebrows or the details in the eyes because truly I'm just focusing on this today, right? So let's see, let's go with the eyes. So I have my cornea right here, I have my cornea right here. And I'm gonna put another circle off to the side right about here because I don't want that to be touched by any pencil. That is the light part of the eye. So let's color in the cornea. Let's do it again right here. Okay. And again, this is gonna be a very, very quick sketch. Okay, so the eyes are done. Now I'm gonna add a little bit more value in the nostrils because that's very, very dark. Let's add some cheekbones right here. And we'll focus on the ears later. The ears will be right about here. We're not focusing on that today. Okay. So I'm gonna add a little bit more value right here. I'm gonna add a little bit more value right here. Now let's add the eyebrows. So again, let's start off with our dark pressure, and as I move away, I get a little bit lighter. Right, now let's do it over here as well. Now I can turn my paper right here. Now this is a little bit easier for me. So start off with my eyebrows. As I add more pressure, it gets darker, and as I release, it starts to get a little bit lighter. Okay, great. Add a little bit more darkness right here, a little bit more right here. Now, what I'm doing now is just adding just a little bit more value in places that I feel that need it. Again, I want to focus on the lips today, so I'm going to add just a little bit more in the lips. Let's work right here. Let's add a little bit of value right there. Now, the last thing I want to do, right? Let's look at this drawing. The last thing I want to do is I want to add a little bit more detail in the eyes, right? Work on the nose, and then we're going to be done. So I'm going to turn my paper again like this. My pencil, I need to sharpen it, but I can make deal with it. So, same thing over here. Now let's come in and work on the nose just a little bit more before we finish. Put more value in the nose. So remember, these lines help guide this whole drawing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Darkness right here, a little bit of darkness right here, right here, right here. And we are almost done. Now, this is the eyes, nose, and lips. Finish this up today. Good luck. Have a good day.